What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Got a chance to play a little bit of the new Air Assault game mode along with some of the new maps that will be coming out in the Apocalypse DLC. So we're in the community test environment. Had a little bit of a chance to try this out yesterday, only briefly though, because the build only came to the Xbox platform just for Tuesday. If you guys all know, of course, we had our second half of the Turning Tides North Sea DLC that dropped yesterday, so I was kind of busy with that. We got a chance to squeeze in a little bit of gameplay here. We're on the map London Calling, and we're on the Raiders mode, so it is a Behemoth versus Behemoth battle with the team's Behemoth that survives the longest is the winner. So I am on the Behemoth itself in one of the turrets. As I've mentioned before a little bit, I'm kind of behind a bit, you could say, on anything to do with anything in the air. So whether it be flying as a pilot or even in the airships or, you know, the Behemoth or whatever, I've been kind of behind on all of these things. So I wanted to kind of introduce myself slowly into this air-to-air battle and dogfighting, as I just want to post up in the turret for the first game, kind of get a good feel for it, as I actually accumulate a pretty solid amount of kills. Actually, I think I'm like on the top of the leaderboard, almost at the top, and it helps when the gun itself is pretty powerful, and the fact that there was probably a lot of deaths that I got, or kills that I got, from enemy pilots slamming into the actual Behemoth itself and giving me a kill. So that was kind of interesting. But in this specific mode right here, all of the airplanes are available, so if you want to even use a bomber, you can go use that. Even the airships are available as well, so that was pretty interesting for the most part. But for what I've got to play so far, it feels like, at least on this game here itself, that the game actually ends pretty quick. And so normally I would prefer to have my games, you know, last maybe around 20 minutes worth of time. 16 minutes being kind of a fast game, 24 minutes kind of being a little bit longer. But I usually like to see my game usually go around 20 minutes, but this is only going to last like 6 or 7 minutes, so it's a pretty fast game in itself. Not quite sure if maybe they're going to split this up, if I might have missed something here where they're going to, you know, do 2 rounds of this. But for the most part, from what I saw from at least this mode, it's just, you know, whatever team's Behemoth is left, you know, flying in the air is the one that's going to be the winner. So that can, you know, I guess depend how quick it gets destroyed. It could take longer, it might not, but from what I've already experienced already, it seems like these games go pretty fast. So, but when it comes to the actual map size and the you know, amount of space you really have, I mean, I've flown a little bit on this map already, and you don't have to go really too far, in my opinion, till you reach the out of bounds zone. And it would be kind of nice if there was the out of bounds zone at least on the bottom half of the map, would actually be the actual ground itself. So you could keep flying all the way down, and you won't make it really initially, you know, to the ground until you hit the out of bound zone. Will start, you know, timing you out, and it would just be kind of nice to see, be able to play a little closer to the ground, and at least have, you know, the ground as in, you know, in play, kind of, per se. I understand if you crash into it, you're gonna die, but at least you could go all the way at that close down and you would still be in play. It would be nice to maybe see a little bit of a bridge or something like that, like you kind of see how rupturous, and maybe see more skilled pilots that can kind of use evasive measures to go under the bridge, and or maybe some more cover just in general with more of the balloons up in the air would be kind of nice. I think it's kind of you know, this a lack of cover would, you know, all you really have to get away is the airships themselves. So what I keep thinking about, and I'm sure some of you could have probably more to say on this than me, but it's a little bit of the space battles that I played on Battlefront 2, that, you know, there were some of them that had these massive, you know, ships and structures out in space you could get around, and, you know, don't really have the case right here. It would be nice to see something more of that nature, and more, you know, maybe some tight narrow spots you can fly through and really begin to, you know, show more with, you know, whose pilot skills is the best, and at least in that sense. So I mean, not to say that I haven't noticed already, there does seem to be a bit of a skill gap going on, and for the most part, me being kind of behind on this curve is not all too big of a deal for me. I think as it is already, I think I'll kind of enjoy the mode. But if DICE really wants to really get everyone in the community on board with this, I think they got to do a few more steps to really make this solid. So we'll see how much they do from here on out. Again, we're very early on to it, so hopefully we see some big improvement. I mean, we kind of saw that already when we saw some of the stuff that was going on with Turning Tides. I mean, we got our Behemoth versus Behemoth battle there, and we saw you know, some kind of nice improvements, but there's some other things that, you know, seem to not have gone the full way. I mean, we had a little bit of a still the C-class airships, even on this map as well too. It's still not anything can, you know, really be usable in my opinion. But so we'll see how far they can take this. Hopefully they can, you know, make something happen with it. But again, from my perspective at least, I'm still kind of happy with the mode, just because I know I'm kind of new again to the pilot classes. It's all kind of new to me. But again, that's how I feel about it. Let me know your feelings down below. How do you feel about it right now? Do you like the concept? Do you like how it is right now? Do you just think there needs to be some improvement, but you at least want to keep this mode in the game? Or would you rather just scrap this all together, go put 2 more maps where it's just some regular, you know, good old-fashioned Battlefield 1 mode with some infantry, and, you know, put some maybe some more solid airplane battles up there, but not really change up more than what they've been doing as of recently. But again, I'll be down in the comments below, guys. Feel free to let me know your guys' thoughts. But that's it for you guys today. I appreciate you guys being here. I am Living, and I'll catch you guys again later. Peace.